Hey guys, what's this one and only? My name is AJ. Welcome back to the episode of Let's Build a City. How cool are the reflections in the water with this this shader pack? Really cool. It's not the best shader pack in the world, as I've said before. For interiors, it's terrible. But the water is beautiful, and the reflections. Oh, I mean, look at the hotel there. It looks like one really long building all the way up. Yeah, love it, and the boats and everything. So today we're going to just finish off this little West Docks area. We're going to build this little last yacht, and then or miniature speedboat yacht, if you like. And then I want to build a sailboat, a sailing yacht, in the open area by the two bridges. We said on our ideas episode not that long back. Oop, lag spike. That I wanted to build another boat in there, and I think that's what I want to go for. We don't have many sailboats. I mean, that's a small sailboat, but I want a bit of a sailing yacht, and I think we could do something quite cool with it. So we've got one with no spoiler on it, but like a little cabin. We've got one here that has sort of no cabin, but like a little spoiler on the back. On this one, I want a cabin and a spoiler, so it's like a combination of the two, but instead of having the little I don't think they're called spoilers, by the way, when they're on boats. They might be, I'm not really a boat expert, but I want the spoiler to be a smaller one, and it just comes off the sort of roof of the cabin area. I think that would be pretty cool. So we'll grab some snow and we'll try and work out a bit of a shape. This one's also facing that way. Do I want this one to be more closer to the nose of the cabin as well? Or do I want it to be further away? I think I want this one to be further away. So it's going to actually sort of be here and have a sort of bigger front. Maybe we can even get some seating on the sort of nose as opposed to the seating being on the back like we've got on the other two. So I think I want something like this with like a little bit of a chamfered back. And then let's grab ourselves some glass. Sticking with the white. Are we sticking with the white or are we going with black? Let's try black for this one. I always want to use... Did I use black on those ones? I always want to use black, yeah. But it doesn't always seem to look too right. Let's get some panes as well. This is like a combination of the two, because I think one of them uses full blocks and the other one uses paint. So if we're doing like a combination thing with this one, it would only make sense that this one has both of them. Do I want to go like all three? That does look pretty cool, actually. Something like that. Okay, slabs to go on top here. For sure, and along there for sure, but I don't like how it sort of sits really flat here. I really like when we just overlap it by that one. I don't know, I just really like that. It always seems like it would help for like rain and stuff. I know they'd probably have window wipers on a boat. I don't know, do they? Probably. If they don't, they probably should. So we'll put a little area there for a door to be. Oh, I think it could come down a block, couldn't it? If we had it down here and then you step up into it. But I think I like the idea of having a higher sort of stair one going on here. We'll change that out for that and that out for that. And I think I'll swap that out for that and that. Oops. Yeah, it sort of aims you up towards the door then. Okay, let's get an engine on. We'll just grab the blocks that we need instead of going into the menu. We'll need one of them, one of them. Engines. It would be quite cool if this one had 3, but I don't think. Would the spacing allow us to have 3? Oh, it would, just... We could have it like... Is that really there? I don't have... No. Why can't I get it to face the right way? That's better. That's better. Although I've never actually done that before. It looks like a four-sided, like a dice with 4 on the side of all of them. I've never used that before, you know. That could look quite cool on the roof of a building, couldn't it? Like an air conditioning unit. It's like a double use. I can't believe we're like 340 odd episodes into a series. We've just found a potential new texture we could use. That's quite funny. Okay, and I think I like the walls for this one. You've got to sort of shift click to get them on. Okay, so we've got 3 engines, like a perfect combination. Okay, now, little spoiler on the top. I think I'm going to do it like that. Is the elevation that I want for this. Yeah, okay, I like that. And then I think I'll keep this as streamlined as possible with a flat roof on there. Oh yeah, that looks really like an executive look. It's like really nice straight lines going on. Do we want to put a little slab underneath there? Do we even want to have a slab as the sport? Be smaller. That's quite cool. Yeah, a little bit more streamlined on there. Okay, we'll go with that. And then we're gonna lift this front area up now, so we can stand on it, and it hides all of the grey blocks. And then get some nice dark furniture to go up the front here. It's quite cool. Sign. So our goal with this was to use, if you missed last episode, all 3 of these boats have exactly the same like chassis. We built one chassis and we just copied and pasted it another 2 times to get 3 unique boats, but all 3 of them sort of blend really nicely into each other, and that was the goal with it. I think if we get something like this, I can't get there. I could do. No, I can't even do. I might just put 1 then. Yeah, so we've got 3 really unique boats, even though they're essentially all the same. They've essentially got the same bits on them. There we go. A little bit of greenery on the front there. I think that's quite cool to have. Yeah. Okay, we need a colour. So we've got a sort of really cool custom paint job on it. We've got a nice standard silver grey. Let's go with, I'm thinking a yellow. I'm thinking a yellow. And I really like how we blended that last one. I think if we go with like a yellow and orange. So we start off with orange and we sort of move it to yellow. Yes. Let's grab a 1. See if we can do it faster than we did last time. Last time we replaced all of the blocks. I think this time we can be a little bit smarter with it. Let's say it's yellow up to there. 159.4. Replace 48 with 159.4. I hit 5. It's like, I'm sure that's not the colour I wanted. And then we'll do the same thing here, but with 1. Okay, now it's a little bit of a straight shot here, so we're just gonna put 1 block there. Oh, I missed the bottom here. Oh, that sucks. And there. And then I just need the bottom of the yellow here. Oh, orange. Yeah. Oh yeah, really? There. Okay, so let's just back off for a second. Look at these boats, hey? They look, all 3 of them, with those 2 pointing in the same direction, you can see a similarity in the shape. But the back of it is totally different. And oh, we need a little interior on here. But yeah, I think that's really cool. I think that's really cool. Okay, inside here, it won't be difficult. We'll get ourselves a fluorescent, seeing as though the ceiling is so small in here. I think I'll put a couple of lights behind here. We shall grab ourselves in the back. Oops. And then standard bookshelf in here, a bunch of maps and numbers. What else did I have in the other one? We'll have a crafting table. And we'll have, I think I used smooth stone. I usually use smooth stone for this kind of thing. Lever. A redstone torch. And I think I shall use a comparator in here as well. Voice, come back to me. Comparator. Item frame. Stick on the back here with a slime ball. And maybe one here with a compass. Boop. Sweet. You're going forward. That's a good compass. Okay, so that is the 3 boats done. This is the west side docks complete now. A nice sort of surround on here. I suppose we could put some more detail like on the path here, like some chests or stuff like that. I would do it in a medieval world, but chests always seem a little bit weird to place down in a city like this. No, I'm going to leave it. Let's, can I teleport somewhere closer? The hospital's probably pretty close actually to where we need to be. And if I can jump, if I can fly. So in this area here, we've got a river that joins up to the ocean just underneath this bridge. Well, in fact, 3 bridges. The small little road one, the rail one, and the motorway one. And in the middle here, we're nicely busy. We've got some like canal boats going on in here. They look really cool. We've got some actual usable modded ones. And I think I stole this sailboat straight from over there. I think it's the same boat. If it's not, we just built a small sort of sailboat in there. This spot, I don't want to put anything in. It's just going to be like, how did it get there sort of thing. But on this side, we've got a big open space. Now, when you're in Minecraft, it sort of just makes sense of being empty. It's a bit of an ocean area. But when you're looking at it on the overview map, it really does look like there's something missing here. Like there should be something here. So I think right here... Well, I say like that, like it's going to be that big. Like here, we're going to do a bit of a sailing yacht. And that's something I haven't really built before. So, again, little tip. If you're building on water, especially in survival, bring a lily pad with you. And then you can place down a block on the water. And it sort of gives you a nice place to start. Saves you having to sort of pillar up all the way from the bottom of the ocean to get there. So let's try and get ourselves a big-ish yacht size. Hiccups. I don't want it to be like tiny. Yeah, that's even too big. I don't want it to be tiny, but I don't want it to... I don't want to be anywhere near the size of the cargo ship. Do you know what I mean? Like that's huge. It looks really cool from here with the fog just laying into the front of the boat there. Very cool. And then we want to go, I don't know, 12 blocks. How many blocks was that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then we'll bring it to the bottom here. So you want quite a flat back on here. I think that's a pretty good size. You can see that it's a little bit bigger than, or a fair bit bigger than the boats we have done over the last couple of episodes. So let's count this out for you guys. We've got a 2 as the nose, then we've got another 2, and then another 2, and then a 4, and then a 4, and then a 12. And then we go back in one for a 4. another 4, and then the back of the boat. Nice and thin, very streamlined. Again, apart from the back here, all even numbers. We're going with an even numbered sort of boat. Oh, but with an odd width, obviously, because then you get a middle part of the boat. So I think I want to stick another layer on here. With this boat, I want it to be relatively empty on the surface level, unlike the boats that we've done over there. But then I want to have like an under level, like an internal living quarter in there. I think this boat is big enough to be able to get a decent sort of living quarter area. It's actually a lot bigger. When I put that second layer on, it's actually about the size of a small house, really, isn't it? About the size of a small house. Okay, let's get some blocks on. I'm going to go with spruce instead of oak. I think it's a little bit more of a expensive looking wood. We'll put this in here. So I'm trying to give myself as much height as possible, which is why I'm putting the floor on this level. If we go down by a block, we're basically already in the water level, and it would make the bottom of the yacht have to be quite deep in order to be able to have like an area underneath that we could stand up in. So by lifting the floor up on this area, we're essentially sort of extending the ceiling for the floor below us. Okay, that was a big boat. That was a lot of blocks. Okay, and now this is sort of connected on here. We probably want to slab this just along the front. Would these kind of boats have an anchor, do you reckon? Oops, or are they still just sort of tied to a dock when they dock in? Or a jetty? I know nothing about boats, like absolutely. If any of you guys are like boat fanatics in the comment section, you'll have to give me some pointers, some tips here, because I am a pretty newbie at this kind of thing. Okay, so the sail is probably going to start quite towards the front. Instead of being in the middle of the boat, I think it needs to be rather more this way. We're going to build, again, like the last boats, we're going to build everything in white. And then if we want to, we can change up the colors. It might look really cool in white. I don't know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Looks about where I would want it to be. About where we would want it. So these sailboats, right, have huge sails on them. Let's go with some wool. Grey wool, light grey wool, grey wool. And this is the part I'm going to struggle with, because you don't just want to go out like this and then up like this. Do you know what I mean? And then fill it all in, because it's going to look really flat. You want to try and make it look like there's some wind blowing it, like if you're building a flag. And to that, you need to be a little bit clever. So I'm thinking if we go up like this first, I'm thinking like 4 and 5 blocks. Maybe that's the height that I want to go to, about there, with a little slab on top. I'm feeling like that's a pretty good size for the sail. And then we want, so we've got it curving out here, but we also want to have it curving back towards the sort of center of the boat here. So we're going to do something like this. Yeah, probably something like that. And now this part can join up to that part. Somehow. I'm going to just sort of guess at an angle first, and then we'll adjust it afterwards. We're not going to be too far off. That's pretty good actually, isn't it, hey? And then we need to connect or fill in this area. But this is the hard part. It's almost like doing, you know how when you're building a pirate ship or a ship like that, and you've got to build sort of in two axes at the same time to fill it in? It's much like this. It's like the front of a boat. So what you want to do is you want to try to make as many little sort of quarter circles as you can. So see how that's like a quarter of a circle? You could imagine that would be a full circle there. And then with this one, you want to do the same thing. So you're sort of going to go over it like that. And that's sort of a quarter of a circle. And then you've got a bigger one here. So you sort of want to go, oh. Ah. I've got a problem with my plan. I need that part to join up to there. So we're going to have to sort of extend that up. And then here. I should stand back. Once I've got it in and I'm sort of happy with it, I should stand back for those of you that want to try and build it for yourself and sort of follow along. At the moment, there's no point in me backing off because I might change some of the blocks and then you guys will get annoyed. Okay, yeah. And then this last one should be very easy. We just need to fill in the rest part. Now don't try to follow the tutorial too closely because I've never built one before. There are people that have built much better ones than what I can do. But that works pretty well. So we've got a little bit of a blow effect. You can see the wind is sort of blowing in this direction, sort of lifting it out. And then we need another one, another sail on the inside here. So we want something that again is going to blow out. I don't want it here. I think I probably want to go up a block. Like this. I wanted to blow out and then I wanted to blow back in a little bit. Something you really want to get this back in line. That's maybe a little bit too long. I think that's a little bit too long. We'll try and shorten this off a little bit. Probably still a little bit too long. Let's take out this bit entirely. I think that's better. I think that's better. Okay, let me just stand here for this sail. So this bottom one is a 2-2-1-1, and then a 1-1-2-2-2-1, and then a 3-1-2-2-2-2-1-2, and then a 1-3-2-2-2-1-2-1-2-2-2. Watched me for a long time. That description would have really helped and you'd have been able to fly through it. For those of you that haven't seen me all that much, that would have probably really confused you. It's just a way that I sort of see where my blocks go. I sort of count the corners, how high each block is to a corner, and I find it a really easy way to mark it out. This is a lot more gradual than the other side, actually. I think we almost go down perfectly like this. I think I'll do a double there. I think I got this one wrong. We were going way too high with that one. How very spooky my my recording just stopped by itself. I just saw like little icon for like stopped recording come up on the screen, and I was like, ooh, that's probably not a good thing. But I caught it. If I didn't catch it, that would have been really frustrating, because I probably wouldn't have noticed it for a little bit. Okay, so we've got an absolutely perfect diagonal all the way up there, which I think is quite cool. So we want to now try and join these two up. Now this one, instead of bowing out like the first sail does, this one bows out and then back in, which means instead of doing little quarter circles, at least in this middle part, we're sort of going to have to do like a little semicircle, a little half circle, like that. And then this one is going to go over the top, like that. But it's also going to have to go a little bit more up here. I might even bow it out like that. That could be cool. Very odd shape sail part section here, like that. And then this third one then just sort of fills in all of the gaps. Now, however, that recording cutting out did do me a little bit of a favour, because I didn't realise how long I had been recording for, and we are unfortunately very much at the end of the episode, but it does put us in a really nice spot next episode to start on the sort of underside of this boat, or the next part. We've got the tricky part, I think, out the way, which is the size of the boat, like the plan of the boat and the sails. You know what, that looks so flat there. It looks really good here, like how it's being blown, but up here it's a little bit empty. I almost want to sort of bust out this part and extend this up like this. Sort of round that off a little bit. Much better. And then I sort of want to just extend this part to go more in the direction as well. Ooh, I placed that one wrong. Okay, yeah, much better, much more natural looking there. Bows out and then back in again. And on this side, there you go, it's a little bit easier for you guys to tell how to build it yourself. I think that's pretty cool. I think this one should actually sort of go down at more of an angle. I've got a picture of a sailboat in front of me, by the way, to try and help me along with this. I think it goes a little bit more like that. They're sort of more angled. Yeah. That looks better when we back off as well. And then this bit is usually tied to the front of the boat, it seems, with like, I don't know, we'll probably use an iron bar. A nice sort of thin block, even if I don't like that. Yeah, that works. Okay, it's a start. It's a start for our boat. There's still a lot of work that we need to do. It's very boring and plain and white at the moment, and we are missing a little bit of a driving hub going on here, but the shape is there and the sails are on. So if you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, then feel free to subscribe, and we shall see you in the next episode. Bye!